All right, I get it. People don't like Aftermath. But was it actually a failure? We have the numbers right here. Yes, it was the most epic failure in Magic's history. Wizards of the Coast, to their credit, are constantly trying to change the game and explore the ways in which regular enthusiasts like you and I interact with their product. Look no further than the Complete Bundle for a successful iteration of keeping us engaged with a set for longer than its release and giving us something that felt limited and had some amazing cards and treatments that we couldn't wait to get our hands on. And the Aftermath numbers are in, and well, let's just say that's the last time I'll be saying to Wizards of the Coast credit in this video. The Aftermath numbers are astounding. These are the most astonishing Wizards of the Coast and Magic the Gathering figures I have ever laid my eyes on. So we are going to break down those figures today, and while we break those down, we're actually going to compare them to some other products that I know a lot of my viewers might be familiar with. But not only are we going to go over these numbers, and some of them I'm still shocked at looking at them myself, so I can't wait to see what you guys have to say in the comment section below. But then we're going to talk about kind of the why. Why is this happening? And a couple theories I have about this product and whether or not we're going to see something like this in the future. So let's start today with just these ridiculous figures. And one of the first things that jumps off the page to me is the total number of boxes sold. And I would start a drum roll here, but it wouldn't last very long because Aftermath has only sold 707 boxes as of the time of the recording of this video on what is probably America's most popular trading card game marketplace. That's right, TCGPlayer has only sold 707 sealed boxes of Aftermath. This is spread out across collector boxes and epilogue boxes from both single boxes and cases for both products. This number to me is just insane. It's the most ridiculous figure I've seen when tracking a Magic product, and to compare that to an indie trading card game, Flesh and Blood, and their most recent release, the Outsider set, that set has sold over 1,300 boxes itself. And let's just say it's safe to say there's a fraction of the enthusiasts for Flesh and Blood as there are for Magic, and Magic has, it's almost half. It's insane. I never thought I would see this few boxes for a Magic product sold, but it just goes to show that a product that doesn't really feel like it has a home is something we're not going to buy anymore. We're really embracing the only engage in products in which you choose to and enjoy, and well, it's safe to say this product really doesn't have a home. But when it comes to the amount of money that regular enthusiasts like you and I spent on this product, that's where my eyes really start to pop out of my head. This product has moved off again what might be the most popular trading card game marketplace for a whopping total of less than $80,000. We have spent as a whole, as a collective on TCGPlayer, shipping fees, all of it included, less than $80,000. That same indie trading card game sold that Outsiders product for $120,000 total as of the recording of this video. This is mind-blowing. Wizards of the Coast has essentially sold the Magic the Gathering community one brand new tricked out Corvette on TCGPlayer. That is it. This is shockingly low. I could not imagine, or I could not have seen this coming. I figured this set would go poorly, and I know all of you out there in the comment section are telling me you knew this set was going to go poorly, but this is just ridiculous when compared to some of the other releases that we have seen since we've been tracking data. It's such a small fraction of that release that it is mind-blowing. Some of these releases have approached $1 million. Here we can't even get to 100,000, less than 1/10 of the I'm sorry. My mind is still just blown. It's hard to wrap my head around this. But when we break down the product sold, it does seem like 61 or 60% of all products sold was the epilogue box. So we are liking the fact that we can spend, maybe a little less money on a booster box. We can have the pack opening experience. We can open these cards, or, the 400 people that bought this product can. Other than that, nobody knows. Nobody's engaging with it, so who would know? But the spend for the product, the amount of money out of the pie or out of the pool of money that we have put in, 60% of every dollar has been spent on a collector product. So that kind of makes sense with the products almost being exactly double one another's costs. There's a weird factor there, and maybe that's leading into some of these weird stats, but these numbers are so low, it's just astonishing. And I know Wizards of the Coast is constantly trying to change the game, keep us engaged with current sets for longer than release, and do this during their insane rapid release cycle. But part of this is absolutely their fault. For some time, they have been printing products which feel like, and I've said it on this channel, they have no home. Standard products feel like they're a weird mix between Standard and Commander and maybe a Pioneer card here or there, but we're not sure if we're supposed to play Pioneer, but then there's Pioneer RCQs. It's all crazy, but they're printing these products really without a purpose, just kind of into the ocean, throwing them out there and seeing what sticks. And that used to work. To their defense, us as Magic enthusiasts, during these 6, 7, or even 8 sets a year, we would pretty much gobble up anything that they dropped onto the open marketplace. But times they haven't changed, and fireside chats have informed us that we should only be engaging in products that we find interesting and we enjoy on a personal level. And because of that, products like Aftermath are hitting the market and absolutely just tanking in value. There is nothing that people see as value to get this box. If we were playing Standard, we'll get there in a second, this would be an interesting box to be released, especially with the Standard changes in rotation. I think they're going to add value to products like this. We'll talk about that in a second. But right now, the product has no home and the community has spoken. Now, the interesting aspect of Aftermath is right now, it's doing what we actually would want a Magic the Gathering set to do. This box is coming out, and several of the singles are holding at good price points. There are tons of cards in these boxes that you are pulling that are worth more than $7, $8, $9, even $10. There's a wide range of cards you can open, which all hold good incremental value. And this is a feels good for anyone that does open any kind of product which you can have a value dispersion like this. And credit goes to us as a community here, because we have said that we would prefer fewer treatments and a more limited print right now. This doesn't accomplish the fewer treatments, but we're seeing in the single secondary market and players who are opening these boxes feeling a little bit rewarded, because some of their stuff is holding on to a little bit of value even post-release. But this product, as it sits right now, just doesn't work. And is Wizards of the Coast going to take note? Now we're going to see stuff like this in the future. Well, let's make one thing clear. They're definitely going to take note, right? But I think that we just live in the wrong ecosystem for a product like Aftermath. First and foremost, they're going to have to fix the fact that this product feels like it doesn't have a home. We are truly engaged in this spend money on things that we actually care about, not just every product that's dumped into the market. And we're starting to really see that this is the way we need to act as consumers. It was one of the goals that I had when I started covering Magic the Gathering on this channel. We're embracing that wholly. So Wizards of the Coast is going to have to work harder to give their products a target and a lane that, enthusiasts are going to want to step into. But also, this product supports a couple things. It supports Commander, and Commander right now is extremely saturated. Like, look, every card in this set is a legendary card. Like, every card in this set feels legendary, right? It all feels legendary. It just feels like a Commander expansion set, but it's a Standard product, so that's weird. Like, Commander's a bit saturated, but it would be great, especially with the additional Standard year that's been tacked on, if we got little mini expansion sets like this for Standard in the future. And if Standard ever comes back to prominence and people are playing Paper Standard, and make sure you're subscribed. I have a video on this channel talking about how I think Wizards is going to get people back to playing Paper Standard. That's going to be an interesting one. But if we were, a product like this would shake things up, maybe change the meta a little bit, make people play with some different cards, and I think that could be extremely interesting. But right now, as we exist in today's world, that's not the case, and it doesn't really make sense. So I see this product not only being a failure, but Wizards of the Coast taking note. I think maybe if we are able to return to Standard, as I theorize in a later video whether or not we will be, I think we could see products like this finding more of a home. I think something like this could be interesting. But for right now, man, massive and absolute failure. But I want to know from you guys. If you did reach out, if you bought the product yourself, I'm hearing a lot of good things about buying this product. Singles holding a great value and it being a fun opening experience. So I want to know from you, if you bought this product and you opened it, how do you feel about it? Are these numbers reflective of the actual community emotion, or are people just giving this product a pass and you think it's actually something that's pretty exciting and pretty good? I want to know from you in the comment section below. We are so close all of a sudden to 5,500 subs. The subs are booming. Thank you all out there for clicking that subscribe button. Make sure you continue to do that. Most importantly, share this video on social media platform or any variation of, however you interact with your friends in the Magic community, because I think conversations and data like this are extremely fun. I'm geeky. I like geeky things like this. So thank you so much for hanging out. Until next time, you guys know my name is Josh. And oh, don't forget, if you're still here, you win right now. Friday Morning Magic. Every Friday morning, we do a live stream to talk about the week's news, and I'm going to break down some thoughts I have on Standard and this product on that live stream, and I can't wait to chat with each and every one of you in the comment section there. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Until next time, my name is Josh, and I am out. Goodbye.